Hello, good evening, everyone. Welcome back to another VW show. I finally got parts, the replacement hinge and stuff for the windscreen, and I have done that earlier on today. So yeah, really happy with it. It's gone on fine this time. Yeah, and it sits right. So I will show that in a moment. So thank you all for joining. Chat wise, we've got Mark in first. Saying good evening, everyone. Hi, Mark. Thanks for joining. We've got Lord Peter Webster. Hi, Alex. So hello, Peter. How are you? Peter says hi to Mark. Mark says hi to Peter. Ian says a very good Friday evening. Oh, yes. Good evening, Ian. Thanks for joining as always. Mark's Mod says hi to Ian. Dave Max says good evening, everyone. Good luck with your build, Alex. A great stream. Thank you very much. And just want to actually check. Yeah, that's fine. Dave Mack says good evening, Mark, Lord Peter, and Ian. Mark says evening to Dave Mack. Ian says hi, Mark, Mark, and Dave Mack. Dave Mack says great job on the DeLorean, Mark. It looks fantastic. Mark Spot says Dave Mack, thank you. It took 4 hours last night to record. Yeah. Dave Mack Builds says, I can imagine, Mark, plenty of work done there. Mark says, Dave Mack Builds, oh, yes, it was worth it in the end. David Bassett says, good evening, Alex, Mark, and all in chat. Dave Mack Builds says, yes, it was, Mark. Dave says, evening to David Bassett. Mark says, evening to David Bassett. Lord Peter says, hi to Dave, Mac, and David, David and Ian. David says evening to Dave Mack Builds, Lord Peter Webster, and David Bassett says evening to Ian. So yeah, thank you all for joining. So yes, thank you to those on, I think all of you did that wish me a happy birthday. I was working yesterday, so yeah, it was just another day. I've got a very small do and barbecue in the garden tomorrow, so I've been out today on and off, yeah, making it look a bit more presentable. So yeah, Ian says hi, Peter and Dave B. Right, so let me change camera, and I will just, there's not really a lot to see, but just to show you, the new window is fitted with the new hinge. And it sort of does work. It's looser, so it does what it's supposed to do now. And so it isn't caught. However, they're going to stay sharp because you can't open them without messing around with the windscreen wipers. So that's how they're going to stay. I'm happy with that. But they do fit and they shut. So yeah, that's all been done and replaced. So yeah, we can move on as we were now with tonight's couple of issues. So one issue, if you like, because we've got now to do in the first one. So let me just move this out of the way for the moment, and then we'll look at what we're doing. Oh, no, don't grab it by that. It's hard to know where to grab it, any of this from. It's not that. That's to maneuver at the moment. So 107 is the first issue tonight. Sorry, the camera's there we go. 107 is the first issue tonight. So it's the air extractor, sun visors, and mirror. Okay, so we've got all the parts here. So yeah, we've got the roof air extractor, this part here. We've got the sun visors, so we've got 2. And then we've got the mirror bracket and the rear view mirror, which are also in there. Okay. So yeah, if we go on, gives you a little bit more information again of the build so far. And then it says step 1, carefully store the parts supplied in this issue. So yeah, brilliant. That's issue 107 done. Thanks for watching. Have a good weekend. No, so because of that, we're gonna do the next one as well. Right, so we will need those parts though, I believe, in this next issue. So now we're doing 108. We get to play with some big bits. I think there's quite a fair bit to do in this, but maybe it's not as bad as it looks. So parts included in this issue is, and it's nice to get rid of this actually, because it was just sitting around. It wouldn't fit in any of the boxes I've got. So we've got the roof interior. I need a bigger camera. Here we go. So that's the inner roof panel. And then we've got some BP04 screws. Which are there. And I'll get them out ready. And then we've also got some BP10 screws, which I believe are these ones. Yeah, BP10. I need to keep that. I must remember to keep them. I like to keep them in there so we know what screws we're working with. Okay. So that is the parts. So we've got the screws and the interior panel. So step 1. So there is a warning here that says in this session, it's very important to fully tighten the BP10 screws as fitting the roof. Besides its obvious purpose, it also joins together the upper side of all the body parts. So yeah, that's fine. So we're going to retrieve the previously assembled roof and rear hatch. Hinges in the holes in the inside of the back of the roof, and then secure the hinges with 4 BP04 screws. So we don't need this part just yet, but we do need the rear hatch, which we did in an earlier stage. And then we're also going to need the roof, which I have left open like that. Oh, that's gone a bit skewy when I moved it. I'm hoping it's sort of going to take some sort of shape if I leave it there a long time. So we're going to turn this round and we're going to be fitting this on, which is a bit scary actually, because I don't like the idea of this flapping in the wind. But that's how it asks us to do it. So I'm going to do it that way. So yeah, we're going to secure that with BP04 screws. In fact, I might go back on that and shut that because it'll make it flatter. You can see it start to crease already, which is good. BP0, is that BP0? Yeah, what was this one? I was using my old screwdriver, and it's not as tight. Again, we're going through the metal hinge into the plastic roof, so we don't want to be going too harsh on the screws. So that seems to be sitting okay. So that is the first step done. So we fitted the rear hatch to the roof. So this is the fun bit now. To B, we're going to place the body on the worktop and fit the roof with the hatch onto it, aligning the 13 corresponding holes in the top of the different body parts. And we've got arrows here. And we're going to use 13 BP10 screws. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, all around here. I think the best thing to do with this is perhaps leave this on the bench like this. And then bring the body to it, because we're going to have to turn it upside down to fit it all into place. So let's see how this goes and if we all line up okay. So, I've got this the other way around, so I'm actually going to turn this round because it's going to be easier. I'm going to grab this, put it in, line up all of the posts. Well, that went easier than I suspected. Brilliant. Well, that's all lined up. Now I'm going to go around and secure with the BP10 screws everywhere. So let me find a suitable screwdriver. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. No, I don't like that one. Let me get my extendable out. One. And then we've got to do this 13 more times. So Ian says, Mark, when I send you the crew, would you like a lightning rod for your DeLorean? And then Mark says, yes, please. That would be great. Thank you. Mark says, as you said, Ian, it would not be complete without the lightning rod. No. Ian says, no props, Mark. David Bassett says, nicely done, Alex. Now on to 108. Yeah. Mark's Mod says, I'd have thought of doing some 3D printed little tags for the screws so you know what screws they are like. AP, AM, etc. Yeah, that sounds cool. Yeah, Mark says, found the fit in the roof really easy. Sorry, got to go. Just trying to deal with a sculpture for ground workers for the Lancaster. Okay, no worries. And Ian says, have fun. Right, so see, it says to do them really tight, but you can't because you're going into plastics. If you know, if you go too tight, you're just going to strip threads. But it's good that all this lines up okay. And where the frame is a little bit weak at the moment, you did have a bit of give, so you could like move the pillars a bit, like to make them fit. I've just got 5 round the front. Through the steering wheel. That's the 5 there. Then we've just got 2 more. Can't really see, sorry. 1 there, and then we've got 1 there. Oh. The hinge has come off on my screwdriver with the pin as well. Good job it was magnetic. Right, another repair job. It's come off this window here. Is it going to be one of these models where the more you go, the more bits fall off? Right, well, that's all of the screws in, 13, holding that on. So let's address this hinge now while we can. So difficult because this is not, the hinge isn't closed properly, like, but it's hard to. There's not really a lot I can do about that. Okay, let's try that. So comes out like that, and that's got to go like that, I believe. No, it's got to go like that. Ah, it's just whacking up. So it goes round. Oh no. Pin down. Pin down. Pin found. This is ridiculous. Right, let me move that so we can work on the table. But actually need to also turn this back over. Oh, that feels better. Right. Well, bear with. I'm just trying to get this back in where I've tightened the holes up a bit. The pin is quite tight now. In the bracket, but that's not a bad thing. There we go. Sorry, you can't see what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to line this pin. Of course, it's much easier when it's on the bench and it's not attached to the window, which I might have to resort to doing in a minute. Yeah, it's coming off. Thing is, it was really, it's been on all this time. Just that magnet. Whip the pin out. There we go. That's in now. Okay, so back as we were. Mark says, "Not Ian." Mark says, "No, Alex, it's not the Rossi." Peter says, "Don't swear, Mark." And Mark says, "I'm trying not to." Peter, yeah, that was weird. Still, we're there. So the pin fell off. I dropped it on the floor, found it again, and reinstalled it. Okay, that is all back together. So let's hope it stays like that. Okay, so yes, that's made a massive difference to this. It's more, it feels great now. And the boot lines up perfectly and shuts. Really happy with the fit of that. Perfect. Really happy with that. Okay, so now we can move on. So D, take the roof interior. So let's move this. I mean, this feels great now. It's all together and not wonky. Like, cause it felt like it wanted to snap in half before. It's surprising what that does. Okay, so this is the roof interior. And place the air extractor on the inside, fitting to post in the housing. Secure the two parts with BP04 screws. Oh, okay. And I guess we'll be doing that from the other side. Yeah. So let's get these little morsels out. So that is going to simply fit into the post. Like that. And then BP04 screws we're going to use from the other side. I'm just going to hold that in place and screw that in. One. Two. Perfect. So that is the, oh, that's it. That's the air extractor in. Okay, next job is to take the sun visors and insert the rods into the brackets indicated into the roof. Right, okay, fair enough. So I think they are exactly the same, just different sides. So you're going to want one this side. I might need some tweezers or something just to help locate that in. Or something. That might do it. There you go, that's one. And that's 2. Perfect. So yeah, they've got like a bit like the pins. They've got rough edge, so just make sure that's all the way seated into the holes. But yeah, that's in place. So next we're going to insert the pins of the mirror holder in the 2 holes indicated on the roof interior. No, sorry, I missed a step. Retrieve the rear view mirror. Insert the end of the long post into the holder, into the hole in the back of the mirror. This hole is semicircular, so it can only be fitted one way. Ensure that the assembly is shown in the round picture. Well, this feels like it might need a bit of glue to me. Yeah, definitely going to put a bit of glue on that. Because why not? Just a tiny bit. Literally just going to splash. There's hardly any on the cocktail stick. Okay. And then that is going to fit into the front here, into these 2 holes. And that's quite tricky. It's a fairly fragile part, so there you go. Lovely, that's done. And I don't think I'm going to need any glue on that because that actually went in really tight. Stephen Hayes Waddle says, hi, Horlixs. Hello, Stephen. Thank you for joining. Mark says, hi, evening to Stephen. Lord Peter says, hi, Stephen. Stephen says, hi to Mark. Stephen says, hi to Lord Peter Webster. Peter says, I found the mirror tricky with Mozart. Yeah, I could hardly see that, Peter. So, yeah, you did well. You can't see the shape. You just got to, I saw the shape on the post, but Stephen says, Lord Peter, how are you? And the wife doing now? And Dave Builds says hi to Stephen. Stephen says hi to Dave Builds. Okay, so we've got some of the details now fitted in there, which looks great. And then we're going to place the bodywork upside down and then insert the roof interior inside the body, engaging the 4 holes. Okay, and then we're going to secure that with 4 BP04 screws. So let's bring back the body. Camera doesn't like to. Okay. Oh, camera's having a bit of a funny vibe. So this this is going to go inside. And it's just going to hide all those bits. That was a nice fit. And then BPO4 screw. In those 4 corners. So that's 1. I'm going to do them diagonal, I think. 2. Great. Cool. Right, brilliant. That's all that. These visors. I don't know where they're supposed to. Do they sit up right? I suppose they do. Yeah, like that. That'll do. Leave them like that. Okay. So that is completed work. This is the body with the roof fitted. So I need to be careful of those windows. Yeah, it's coming along really nicely. All good. Now we can run this back. Brilliant. Everything seems to be fitting okay. That's all lined up okay. Yeah, happy with that. And that comes to an end then of tonight's show. So we've done 107 and 108. I've already had my next parts delivered. So I've got quite a stash going on now. But yeah, there we go. I hope you enjoyed that. Okay, so let me come back. So Lord Peter Webster says, doing okay, thank you, Stephen. Work progressing keeps the wife happy. Peter says, hide some screws, then see the others. Yeah, yeah. I've had Carlo Magno, if I'm saying that right. Sorry if I've said that, pronounced that wrong, but it says, hi, sir, just received my Pack 12 of La Ferrari. Anyway, testing the electronics before I start building it. Any way of testing the electronics before start building it? I haven't yet. I've carried on building, but I think it gets me to do that probably on the next one. But I can't see. I think if you build the remote and then sort of jump ahead in Pack 12's instructions, you probably could just wire things up because most of it's wired up already now. So I can't see there being a problem. But obviously do that at your own risk because I've not done it. And then Peter says, hi, Ahmad. Alice says, oh, I heard lots of negatives about the door. Right, okay. Mark says, hello, Ahmed. Stephen says, hi, Ahmed. And Dave McBill says, hi, Ahmed. Alice says, hi, says, hope you have a perfect day. Thank you very much. David Bassett says, great stream as always, Alex. Glad you were able to fix that window hinge. Big thumbs up. Thank you. Dave McBill says, excellent work. Another great show and big thumbs up. Peter says, nice job, Alex. Thank you very much. Ahmad says, I watched your Pac 12 LaFerrari. I found it a bit complicated. Any tips? Just not really. I feel you. Putting those two, the front and the back together, was a nightmare. The only tip I can give you is just take your time and check the wiring where it joins underneath where the exhaust is, and you have to slide that bit of plastic in and do 20 things at once. I've found that all the wiring was bunched up in the wrong place. So just look ahead slightly in the mag and just look at where the wiring's going. I don't think it matters too much because they're all going to be hidden, but just make sure the wires are coming out in the correct place, because otherwise it's going to stop it going together properly. So yeah, just take your time. Say I've only done it once, and that was recent, and it took me a while, and I nearly did it off stream, but I had another go, and it all went okay. So yeah, that's all I can really say. Just take your time, just check everything, and just try and be patient with it. If you're getting a bit flustered with it, I would just walk away, go and have a coffee, whatever, and then come back to it. And Mark says, great work, Alex. Thank you very much, Mark. So, yeah, that's it done then for this week. As I say, thank you to everyone here that wished me happy birthday yesterday. It's muchly appreciated. And I will bring up the schedule if I can, because I know Mark's been doing that again now. If I can find it. 1 second. Here we go. I've got it. So far. So obviously it's me at the moment. There's nothing planned for tomorrow. Sunday, we've got Mark's Mods with Partwork Live at 7 o'clock. And then on Monday will be Julie with the Disney Dolls House. And I believe it's the last one, isn't it? Or maybe I'm getting it wrong. I've got a feeling that one might be the last show for that. Perhaps. I don't know. Maybe I've got that wrong. And then Tuesday, we've got Geordie Dave and Danno doing Build the Titanic. Sorry, Crafty Chris, it will be aired on her channel as well. So please show some support in her absence at the moment. Head over there and give her channel a like, just as well as you do with Yorkshire Crafter. That'd be most appreciated. So there we go. That is the schedule just for the next few days. And then I should be back next Friday. I need to do a bit of amendment because I am not streaming that day because I'm on gallivanting again, and the MCCUK is on a current summer break just because there's lots going on. With Christine being ill, and there's just Geordie's moving and getting himself settled in his new place. So we're sort of having a little summer break on that. But yeah, that's it. So I'm going to stop waffling on, and I hope you have a good rest of your evening and weekend. I'm going to be, as I said, I'm doing having a little barbecue here tomorrow with a few drinks and a few people over. So yeah, Brilliant. So yeah, that's what I'll be doing tomorrow. Then Sunday, I was hoping to go to Thorpe Park again, well, on my own, because the new ride, I still haven't got on it. There's still teething problems with it, and it's been shut. I was hoping it was going to be open tomorrow as their update, but they've since done another update to say that it's not going to be possible to open it tomorrow. So I don't know whether that means for how long that's going to be down for, but whether it'll be open Sunday, I don't know. So potentially, if it opens Sunday, I'm taking myself to Thorpe Park, and I'm going to be there on my own for the day. So, but yeah, there we go. Ahmad says, "Copy said thanks." Yeah, so it's all I can give you really. Just to take your time. If you're getting stressed, just walk away. It does go together, but you've just got about 5 things to check while you're doing it, and it's just awkward. But it went, and it's see it over there. It's all together now. Mark says, yes, the last show. Okay, and then just amend where needed. Thank you. Right, so yeah, that's it. I'm going to stop blabbering. Thank you all for watching. Have a great rest of your weekend. As I say, please like the video. That would help me a lot. And subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. That helps the channel. So thank you very much. And it'll make the little clock go up. So yeah, see you on the next one.